my gosh, sometimes we walk around deceived, thinking that we know about a topic we actually don't. I've been meditating. I've been meditating on a verse in Hebrews. It is Hebrews 4:14-16, talking about the high priest who is Jesus seated on the throne of grace, right? All the preachers and teachers, they have used all the smartest examples and metaphors and everything to explain what grace is. Like, I understand that gifts are a grace. I understand that talents are a grace. I understand that salvation is a grace. I understand that empowerment to be able to do what the Lord has called you to do is a grace. But what I didn't get is that grace was God himself. Let me explain to you. The Lord took me back to Genesis, as he loves to do. When I don't get something, he always pulls me back to Genesis. He's like, in the beginning, Esther, in the beginning. He told me, he was like, Esther, in the beginning, did Adam and Eve need healing before they had sinned? I said, no, they didn't. And he asked me why. And I was like, yeah, obviously because there was no death, there was no sickness, there was no weakness in human flesh. Okay, cool, got that. And he said, so was that Jehovah Rapha though, before they sinned? And I was like, yeah, because the Lord never changes, Hebrews 13:8. Okay, cool. He said, but they didn't know me as Jehovah Rapha before they sinned, right? And I was like, they didn't. Because again, there was no sickness, there was no weakness in flesh. They did not need that dimension of you. And then he told me, you've understood grace. And he told me, Esther, grace is the revelation of a dimension of me in however form you need me. I was like, what? I don't know why. It is so simple, it is so straightforward, and I missed it. I did not understand that grace was God himself. And then I went back to Hebrews. I was like, the ESV version, for example, says, therefore draw near to the throne of grace so that you may receive mercy and grace in times of need. With confidence, of course. But I was like, it's like the Lord made me aware. It's like, why on earth would I ask you to draw near to a throne, to pick something up that you could take with you? That is somehow something that I subconsciously thought. Because if grace is this empowerment, if grace is to fill you up when you were weak, if grace is a gift, if grace is a talent, then it almost gave me the notion that you could pick it up. He was the source, but you had to pick it up and you could leave again. You know what I mean? You'd have to come unto God. But he calls us to draw near because it's about intimacy. Your empowerment comes through the proximity you have to that dimension of God. Then be satisfied in whatever weakness or need that you have. I understood God is grace. God is grace. The old people in the Testament, the reason why they were so powerful in the ministries that they had is because they had intimacy with that dimension of God. When he called on to Gideon, he said, mighty man of valor, the Lord is with you. And the man was like, bro, if the Lord is with me, how on earth am I suffering here? Why is my food getting stolen? Why am I hiding here? Blah, blah, blah. He did not understand that he had the natural gift to be close to that dimension of God, which made him the mighty man of valor. Oh my God.